Hi, this is Karen Cubico, and today we're going to talk about the connection between chakras and something that's going on with you physically. So it's interesting to me how connected we really are to that energetic aspect of us, and how sometimes that can express through in this physicalness. So if you are having issues with your intuitive abilities, maybe you don't feel like you're completely connecting to them easily. You might have some kind of block in your crown chakra or your third eye chakra. Maybe you get some headaches or something like that. But sometimes I see that when people are not opening their intuitive abilities, connecting to the other side with ease, they seem to have blocks to their intuitive abilities. And once they figure that out, then their crown chakra opens up even more. Their third eye chakra opens up even more. When you have issues with the throat chakra, you might start losing your voice. Say, for example, if there's something that you'd like to say and you're not saying it, then your voice starts getting a little raspy, or you might even lose it completely, or you have issues in your throat area. Things that you might not have been able to say as even a child can affect you long term. And so when you work on forgiving whoever was not letting you speak, whenever you forgive the trauma of whatever inhibited you, then you start to notice that your throat chakra becomes stronger and you communicate even more clear, and you stop having those issues with anything to do with losing your voice or other things that could happen in that area. And remember to hit that like button and subscribe. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. The heart chakra, that's a hard one because a lot of the times it's grief. You know, when there's some kind of loss of a relationship, loss of a person, someone, it's always the hardest thing for someone to work through is grief. You don't want to close that off to loving someone. But sometimes people start having heart issues. And when you go deep, dig real deep, why did I start having these issues in my heart area? And you go back to a time where it's first started, you might notice there's a coincidence of someone passed right around that time. There even have been stories and people have talked about, well, that person has a broken heart because someone passed or that person left them and that broke their heart literally. And then 5 years later, they're having high blood pressure or something like that, something to do with the heart. So working on understanding that even more will help you heal on a deeper energetic level. Then the next chakra is the solar plexus chakra. The solar plexus is right below your rib cage. It is about motivation, personal power, those types of things. And it is really interesting because sometimes people get that gut feeling or they trust their intuition and they get a stomach ache or stomach issues when they have issues with not standing up for their own rights or not putting their foot down and setting boundaries when someone is really overstepping and asking for them to do more, or to give so much, and they don't say anything or do anything about it. So then that area starts to be where things can happen. Then the next chakra is the sacral chakra that's down in your stomach area. Again, affecting the stomach, affecting your sexual organs sometimes. It depends on what it is that's going on. That creative aspect of you might be dampened down. You might not feel like painting, if you will, if you're having relationship issues, because that chakra is about relationships and creativity. So maybe you're in a relationship that's not fantastic and you love to paint, and the whole time you're in that relationship, you don't paint. And then you leave that relationship, and all of a sudden you paint like crazy. So you are fixing that chakra by being creative, by removing the bad relationship out of your life and really learning to love yourself even more and opening that up. And then the last chakra, that's one of the main 7, is your root chakra. People who have had issues with their root chakra might have had sexual trauma. They might have some issues in that area, if you will. And it is not an easy subject to work through, but gosh, if you have anything going on and you think back, wow, this happened and this happened and this happened, working through the trauma of those things might help you in some deep way. It's worth it to give it a try on all chakra levels. It's not easy when you work on yourself. It comes from a space of really loving yourself and really wanting to go deep within. And it's almost like you get to the point where like enough is enough. And then you start working on yourself, uncovering all these different things and seeing those connections. And then starting to recognize that, wow, I can say what I want now because I've worked on my throat chakra, or my heart isn't palpitating anymore because I worked on that grief, or my intuitive abilities are going like crazy better since I've worked through things that are holding me back from trusting my own intuition. So those are things that can help you heal on a deep energetic basis, on a very deep chakra level. Stay to the end. I have a guided meditation with the angels to help you heal and to set your intent that you'd like to work on your chakras and to open yourself to receive that healing with those beautiful angels. They're always here for us. You just have to ask. Lots of love and light to you.